Welcome y'all, let's talk the difference between Kajabi and Teachable. So if you guys are an online course creator, coach, or someone that wants to sell masterminds, or you might have a skill set and you want to just be able to share that skill to people, you might want to be able to share it on a platform that you can teach on and kind of scale that out, right? So these are always questions I get between like, what is the best online platform? Our agency, we help a lot of people in the space that are like coaches, mentors, and we've actually shifted a lot of our clients over to Kajabi in the last couple of years, okay? And here's a couple reasons why. So one, yes, I do and I choose and approve Kajabi. I believe long-term it is a better play. And there's a lot of reasons why I choose Kajabi, but also I'll tell you guys why I think Teachable would also be a good platform for a lot of you guys that are just starting out. So the first thing that a lot of people ask about is probably pricing, okay? So Teachable starting off is $29 versus Kajabi, which is $149 a month, okay? And I'm talking about monthly. So if you're just beginning and you look at it from a pricing standpoint and you were to compare Kajabi from Teachable, you'd probably want to go Teachable because it's a lot less. But then again, a lot of people probably question and say, well, why would I go for something that's cheaper, and why is Kajabi a lot more? What are the upsides and downsides? And we'll talk about that. But if you're just getting started, I'd still recommend Teachable. Okay, there's a lot of upsides to it. The only thing about the $29 for Teachable, if we talk about pricing, is they take 5% of every transaction. So 5% is not a lot. If you charge a $100 course, they take $5. Okay, so that is like worst case scenario. You pocket the 95% still, the $95. So they take a 5% transaction fee from every sale that you make. It's kind of like merchant fee, right? They take about 3% or so for the average merchant fee. So give or take, that's just their starting off. But if you were to upgrade to the $99 in Teachable, they don't take that. Okay, so that's the thing with the pricing when it comes down to Teachable. And look at Kajabi's starter package is $149. And so you get to the middle package of Teachable and get to $99, it's still going to be cheaper and you won't get the 5% off, right? So like I said, when it comes down to pricing, from a pricing view, if you're just to really look at pricing, Teachable would make sense for the average person to get started. I know a lot of course creators that have Teachable as like, their platform where they pretty much sell their courses on. But there's a reason why Kajabi is what it does. So price-wise, a lot of people would go Teachable, and I probably would too if you don't really have a high overhead. So if you want to start with a $29, you want to build out a course and just test that out, try it out, I would go Teachable. Now let's talk about number 2, which is the user experience, okay? And this is why I would rather go Kajabi, because of the back end, how it looks when your customer pays you money to access the course and the curriculum. You want it to kind of look a little bit more branded. So I would go Kajabi. Okay, I know we talked price wars, Teachable would win the price wars, but when it comes to like user experience and the customization, Kajabi wins in this one. Teachable, everyone has the same backend. It looks pretty much the same unless they do some updates. Kajabi, there's so many different backend customizable, like pretty much how the a customer is able to log in and how it looks. So it's very, very customizable, which I like. And it's very simple, drag and drops, plug and play. It's kind of simple as like WordPress without the CSS. You just kind of drag and drop, add what you want. So I like that. And they have so many different templates that make it look different. So I would go Kajabi if it were to be user experience and the customizable features that it offers versus Teachable. So when it comes to user experience and customizable back end, I would go Kajabi versus Teachable. Teachable is a little bit more bland and it's all the same, but if you don't care about that and you just want to just be able to give value on the front end, then yeah, you would go there. But if you're more of like a brander and you want your customers to get excited every time they log in because of how customizable it is on the back end for Kajabi, I would go Kajabi. And that's one of the big things that won me on why I even went Kajabi. Number 3 has to do a lot with how many active users per plan. Like let's say you get thousands and thousands of students. So who would win in this war? To be honest, Teachable would win. I truly am a big fan of like how Teachable allows you to have unlimited students so you can really scale that thing out. With Kajabi, the first plan at $149, you can only have 1,000 students as the bandwidth. So you can only have 1,000 students paying $149 versus Teachable, which is unlimited students at the $29 and the $99 price range. So if I were to go between both, I would literally especially if you're looking to scale, I would go Teachable. Teachable, you can have unlimited students for the long term. But Kajabi, at the $149 a month, you can have 1,000 active students. At the $199 a month, which is like the mid tier, you can have 10,000 students. So yeah, that's a big jump. It's 10x. So it's good. But then if you think long term and you want to have like tens of thousands of students, Teachable would probably be the way when it comes to pricing versus Kajabi. So if it comes down to like have active members, that's always going to be a big factor for when people think long term. So in this one, Teachable does win. But I'll tell you guys why I'm still sticking with Kajabi. Number 4, the last thing on why I would choose Kajabi is because of this one thing. This is what tipped me over. It's the integration with ClickFunnels. So I'm a huge ClickFunnels user. I've been using it for years. We use it for a lot of our clients. And what I like about it is it automatically integrates with ClickFunnels. So Kajabi, you can integrate it on the ClickFunnels backend, and literally if you sell a course through ClickFunnels, they go through your order page, it would go ahead and it would give them access to Kajabi. Kajabi would send them an email right away, and then they get access right away. And that's what I liked about it. That's really the biggest thing that kind of tipped me over. So obviously the user backend, I'm really about branding and marketing, but also the integration that it has with ClickFunnels, I really had to decide, and I said I like that. Versus Teachable, you'd have to use a third-party software, which is Zapier. So Zapier is another payment, and every time it has to zap, they call them zaps. Every time it, like for example, someone purchases through ClickFunnels, I need to pay for Zap on a monthly basis to tell Teachable. So and it's interesting, right? Like if you guys don't really know what Zapier does, ClickFunnels, they purchase, and then it has to go to Zapier software, and then it has to tell Teachable that, and then Teachable is the one that would send them all this stuff. So it's just a whole like flow of like all these third parties going, rather than ClickFunnels and Kajabi just going straight to each other and just communicating with each other. There's always like a middle person, and there has to be Google Sheets, and it gets all crazy with the integration. I didn't want all that, and that's why I lean more Kajabi. Okay, so when it comes down to integration, Teachable does not integrate with ClickFunnels. I don't know why. It doesn't make sense. They're a really big company, but even till this day, they're still not. So you'd have to use another software, which is Zapier. If you guys know some things about Zapier, you kind of understand the zaps between the different softwares that don't integrate with each other. And that has a lot to do with their team and all the dev team, the development team, and why they're not doing that. So that is another reason why the integrations was really, really big for me on why I decided and chose Kajabi over Teachable. So hopefully this made sense. The pros, the cons, the reason why I decided to go with Kajabi. Like I said, I'm really big on user experience and just getting people excited to go into the courses, to go back in and learn. Like I'm really big on that. Like the whole user experience is my number one thing. I've been in customer service for a long time. And when I saw that and I compared it with Kajabi, it just didn't make sense in my book. So that is why I decided to choose Kajabi over Teachable. But if you guys want to start off with Teachable, great. If you use ClickFunnels, you're probably going to want to use Kajabi. So wherever you're selling, both Kajabi and Teachable, they have landing pages. But when it comes down to ClickFunnels, I'm really, really big on like the funnel and the customization to make it simple, neat. And that's why I use ClickFunnels as a landing page builder. It's pretty much just like a building software for landing pages. And that's why I decided to go Kajabi, and also the user experience and just how customizable the backend is. A lot of you guys that really don't care and want to test something out, something low, you can go $29, Teachable, take them straight to the checkout page. I'd rather take them through funnels and funnel them in and vet them and collect emails and go through that whole process. If you want to just take them straight to a landing page or a checkout page, which is on Teachable, go ahead. Kajabi offers that too, but I don't use Kajabi's their checkout page or their order form. I go all through ClickFunnels and I funnel them in because I'm a marketer. Like this is what marketers do. We want to always gather data. We want to make sure to lead them into the right path. So then when they get to the order page, they make a buying decision. So I always think long term, and that is why I went on the Kajabi side. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, you guys can hit the like button. You guys can tap and subscribe if you guys enjoyed this. And if you have any questions, let me know below. You guys have a great one, and God bless you. Take care.
I'm so free, I got no chains running through the wall. Heaven got a playlist. I promise that's my favorite placement. Faithful over famous. Yeah, faithful over famous. Tell them I'm so free, I got no chains on me.